do something like this. And then you could probably be better used somewhere else. Because I want to build up the gold mine. Because clearly, after the Horde Curse, what we absolutely need more of is more gold! Davos Rod. Where is Davos Rod? There. You can have the colonists then. Oh, the command is claiming stuff off of us. But we should have a fairly hefty truce. Yeah, another 10 years. And I think we're actually going to start regaining manpower soon. The rail in Jepsrod restored for the first time in millennia. Wheel shift upon metal track as a section of the ancient Dwarvar rail system has been restored. It has taken a great deal of effort, but now surely the vast flow of people, goods and armies will make all the effort worth it. And we know that that is over here. So what's it do? Local trade power +2, state maintenance +150, friendly movement speed +30, institution spread +50. And then province governing cost -50. Governing cost, that's... Oh, interesting. That's this, isn't it? Okay. That probably is worth investing in. So we'll keep the rail infrastructure going. I think that's something which is worth spending money on. Since you can send messages through the tunnels faster, governing is easier. Yeah, that's what I imagine it to be. How are the cores coming along? They are coming along. Huzzah! How many dwarven nations are there? Quite a few. I'll take a look in a minute. Grand Mooch has joined during the first for supper one evening. The rumours say it did not go well. What apparently started out as an argument about etiquette soon led to the usually well-mannered heir barging out in the middle of the meal, closely followed by during the first yelling that the car attempted to poison him. Whoops. Okay, so I'll let you guys do the counting. Huzzah! In fact, I'm going to go and acknowledge Silver Knight. Thank you very much for doing the gifted subs. Very much appreciate that. Rob Chiori, Crazy Trickster, Con Jonathan, Huzzah, Habanero Arrow, and Elif. Congratulations on the gifted subs courtesy of Silver Knight. Thank you very much for that, Silver Knight. Very generous. Huzzah! And yes, welcome to the Maudlings to you all. Mickey2W, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I see what's happening. My activity feed is not updating. Spoofer, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I think Twitch is still having a bit of a day. Let me see if Streamlabs notifications are working. Subs are coming through, raids are coming through. But follows aren't. Unless I catch them live. Japan, thank you also very much for the follow. Moham, Super Bonden, Amon Graf, Psycho Holler, Vicpet, Neat Kiwi, Gar E. Scott. Yes, thank you all for your follows. Welcome to the channel. Having to pull notifications from about 3 different places. Twitch is always having a day. Twitch is having a day more frequently than Twitch usually has a day. Also, why are you not drilling? Alright, Grunrod has been established. This is going to be called Unsung Rod. Huzzah! Okay, so that is, I think, the only road that's actually going to require renaming. Then we just need to wait for these to finish. Huzzah! Vinsanity coming in with an 8-month resubscription. Thank you very much for that ongoing support, Vinsanity. And Effa. Alright, Vinsanity. The Watcher in the water took Oin. We cannot get out. The end comes soon. We hear drums. Drums in the deep. They are coming. That is from Lord of the Rings. And Effa coming in with a 6-month primary subscription. Thank you very much for that, Effa. Are we on steam trains? There was a faction with steam ships. Are we powering them with magic? I suspect we're probably powering it with good old-fashioned dwarven fortitude. Probably just pushing them. Because we're definitely not using horses. Maybe rams. You know how the old barges used to be led by horses? It's probably something like that. New trade research is heretical. We have had complaints from several dignitaries in our country that the new practices of our merchants are clearly heretical. Ignore them. And the Age of Unraveling. That is such an appropriate name. The Age of Unraveling. Yeah, during the Obsidian Invasion, the Horde Curse, the Goblin Tide, and multiple wars against the Command. Well, thankfully it's ending, so things can only get better from here, right? Right. Kalian's Rod done. Railway Works done. So we should be able to do a bunch more restorations. We can. And there we go, doing the next wave. Persecuted hobgoblins cause unrest. How dare you! Mordhold, Cord, brilliant. So, what is it going to cost to rebuild Mordhold? 1,433 crowns. Fine. I'll do it. Because it's a hold, and holds are worth the money. And yes, I know that means more debt. I'll suck it up. Okay, from now on, no more debt, okay? Okay. So 2 restorations going on, so that's going to be 2 holds restored, hopefully in the future. And now I absolutely need to not go into bankruptcy. Ooh. Apparently 1 point of development, wherever that was, counted for a lot of money. Tiltagar was defeated by Rajanda. Tiltagar was that first really terrible ally I had. Right, you wanted to know how many dwarf holds there are. Dwarf nations there are. So Ovdal Kanzad's 1, Verkal Gulan's 1, Segilda is 1, Obsidian Legion is 1, Hul Yorkad is 1, Ovdal Ludum is 1. I think that Shaztunda is. Yep, Marble Dwarves. Ooh. Unfortunately, the Boat Dwarves died, as did the Diamond Dwarves. Oh no, these are the Diamond Dwarves. I thought they had a different name. Huh. Who else? Verkal Kozanad is 1. Haraz Oldum is 1. And Krugdir is 1. And Krakum Dvoror is 1. And Silverforge is 1. Rubyhold is 1. I don't know, but I doubt that the Adventurer Dwarves survived. I think they're dead. Yeah, taken out by the blade marchers. Oh yes, Mordred needs a seat. Good point, well made. When bankrupt 3 times as Ovdal Kanzad, there will always be more debt. I went bankrupt once, but I mean to make my way out of this bankruptcy. I mean, not bankruptcy, out of this financial moment of difficulty. Railways are being built. Let's go and build some more. Huh, there are none. I was wondering if the railroads were going to show up here. Dwarven rail. Actually, they do. Okay. Dwarven rail. There was something else I was going to check. Fort. We need, absolutely need to put a fort here. So I'm going to need 177 ducats to do that. So I'm going to stop rooting out corruption for a bit so I can actually make some money. Goblins flee. Good riddance. What do the rails do? They're actually pretty good. And click on them again. There we go. Local trade power +2, maintenance +150, movement speed +30, institution spread +50, coring cost -50. Sorry, governing cost, not coring cost. Oh, there are all the loans. You don't see any of that. It's fine. Absolutely everything is totally awesome. Probably. Wow. Poor old Durin, his wife really does like to sleep around. Surprised they don't add a friendly unit speed modifier. They do. Salmon rod done. Reconstruction continues. Reconstruction, not constriction. Rebuild. How much is it going to cost to do this? 1,300. Oh, do you remember when we actually started that going and it got destroyed? I remember. Well, it didn't get destroyed, it got cancelled because of the bankruptcy. She's the people's queen. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. The queen is quite versatile. Oh yeah, you're doing the mithril mine. That's fine to continue. Though you haven't had much luck there. I think that tardigrade rod is probably about as far through as it's going to get. Are there any other places where it would make sense to send you? Yeah, Benrod. Maximus rod. Tardigrades down there now. Right, where's Benrod? Benrod is over there. Yeah, have a colonist. Technology! Aha! Admin's finally caught up. Is there anything else I need admin for at the moment? I don't think so. Ah, capital's already got trade. And from there, considering how crazy our tech spread is, you know, at the 198% that we've got, it should spread pretty quickly. Military development. Durin has undertaken a set of measures to reform the military system of our country. The tactical innovations include shallower and broader formations to maximize firepower, cross-training between army branches, light, highly mobile field artillery. Ensuring tercios. We still use tercios, don't we? No, we're the war wagons. You know what? Higher quality troops is fine at this point. With our Magnificent 93 army tradition. I'm okay with that. Railways are done. Now, do I want to get the fort or do I want the next wave of railways? I think I'm going to do the next wave of railways first. And hopefully our money is going up instead of down. Doesn't look like it though. Oh man, that 36 ducats a month in interest. Decadence comes with age. That's not useful. What happened to not spending money? I mean, there are a couple of things where it's really important to spend. Unfortunately, losing that 20% income hurts. That really stings. 20% more production efficiency would help, though. I'd forgotten about that. Rails are continuing to be done. So how much is the fort going to be? Bearing in mind I do want a bastion. 362. I will take a look in a minute. In fact, I can do it now. Goblin warrens. I do have crown land, and yes, I could pay some of it off. That's gone up significantly. Last time we looked at this, it was 200. Now it's 700. Cool. I could even seize the land right back from them. Might as well. Here, have some land. P.S. Give me money. And now that I have the money for it, we can go ahead and build the fort here. And then we can actually repay a loan. Shocking. And then we can start paying some of this corruption off. Although this is going to take a very long time. Complacent ruler doesn't help. Railways are being finished. See what the next era is all about. Hopefully it's a bit better for us. Oops. Anti-clericalism. Oh, the command is slandering us. That's not very nice, because I can't do it back to you. What I can do, though, because you do seem to be doing a lot against me right now, is we can do some counter-espionage against the command. The merchant guilds of several prominent cities are accusing the clergy of being greedy and indolent. The pious commoners are now withholding the tithe in protest against the particularly bad example of misuse of the authority of the clergy. So I can gain a lot of money, lose autonomy in Mordred. The clergy gains loyalty, the merchants lose loyalty, which would cause an uprising. Either way this goes. Pay up, clergy. Unfortunately, that does piss off the clergy, so we're not getting the tax from them now. I mean, we've been pretty good at building buildings. Like, we had a real financial golden age where we built most of the really valuable buildings. At least that were available at the time. There's a couple of manufactories which would have been good. Especially ale mine. Oh, because there's a mithril hold. Ale mine here. You would actually be a pretty good candidate for expansion. Let's take you off of Benrod and put you in ale mine. Rails are being finished. Gibbard! Improvements in lens making. Ever since the 13th century, spectacles were made from glass lenses have come to replace those reading stones of the older eras. Through thorough optical observation, these lenses have now reached a new level of perfection that's allowed even the smallest things to be enlarged. To the delight of scholars, these new lenses can also be used to create both optical microscopes, allowing them to examine what could never be seen before, and the refracting telescope, allowing study of faraway objects such as the stars. The field of these optics is now at the brink of revolution, bringing great benefits to both science, navigation, and warfare. That's a bunch more railway works done. So we better do some more railway works. I don't think there's a huge amount more to do, because a large portion of it is already connected. But after this, we'll really be able to rush armies around. Idea! We can get another deaf idea, and we're 8 years away. Yeah, to do it. Reinforce speed? That would have been useful in the last war. Supply trains! While on campaign, attrition is our biggest enemy. The key thing to do is get men to replace those losses as quickly as possible. And then we'll get improved foraging, and then that's that bit done. Let's go and see. Yes, Mordred does do glass. Those follows. Mickey 2W, Wilhelmism, Theotaco-Hoovian, the Otako-Hoovian, and Subwoofer, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you joining us. Growth of cities accepts track serfs. So Ovdal Kanzad grows. I am totally okay with that. In fact, glass is worth quite a lot. Copper is disappearing. Oh no. Oh no. We have a lot of copper. With corruption ever on the rise with Ovdal Kanzad, an increasing amount of copper has been disappearing from our legitimate trade networks over the black market. While some blame too restrictive regulations and tariffs, part of the problem is clearly that these crimes simply are too easy to get away with. When silence is easily bought, secrets are easy to keep, and these secrets are growing more and more costly for Ovdal Kanzad. That's gonna hurt. That's really gonna hurt. That doesn't hurt as much as I expected it to. 3 ducats? Really? I guess it's because Ovdal Kanzad itself didn't get affected. Goblins are fleeing. Alright, so what do I still need to get here? Mastani, Gronstonrad, and Big Red Jedi Rod. Where's Mastani? Your hobgoblins, they should be clearing out. Gronstonrad. Hobgoblins, they should be clearing out. And then Big Red Jedi. Is Emerald Dwarves. So the Emerald Dwarves are probably the only ones that we need to legit convert. Which I'll start doing now. As I'm able to invest less and less money into paying off the other stuff. Railways being restored. We are gaining positive manpower again. What are the effects if I stop troop funding? I mean, we'll make a lot of money, but we still have a big enemy, and I still want to be improving my professionalism. Although I only actually save 5 ducats. Oh, yeah, that's because they're drilling. Let's stop you all drilling. That does save us quite a lot more money. I think we've got to do that, really. The colonists are increasing development. The colonists are still contributing to our growth. So we'll keep them. Like that. So we have 12 corruption. We're paying off 0.7 a year. That's going to be about 16, 17 years. Bastion is completed. I mean, as revolt risk and devastation drops, we are increasing the amount of money we make pretty quickly, as you can see. Another thing I want to double check. How are we doing the trade? 71%. 47% only. Ouch, that's taken a hammering. I mean, as we get more of the roads done, trade in this area should get easier to control. The merchants being slandered by the command definitely doesn't help. It's just the fact that there are so many people competing in here now. More rails to fix. Not at present, no. We could upgrade the market in the capital, and I think that's probably actually a good investment. Oh, the other thing we could probably do... I'm definitely going to need to wait for this to spread a bit more. But Ovdal Kanzad can now switch back to trade from institution spread, which is going to help. And then yes, I think I am going to invest the 172 ducats on the trade power here. There are a couple of other locations where it probably makes sense to do the same. Duke Exemplo has died. That is unfortunate. What is our development now? 994. My gosh, we are really close to being an empire. Ooh, okay. And where are we on the Great Power list? Second. Buenuk is still first, even with their 209% institution penalty. They are bloody massive. They're double my size.